DreamBound. Prologue. My mom used to read this book to me as a kid about a girl named Hayley Stardust and her best friend Jess. They traveled across vast forests, sailed across oceans, trekked deep into ruins, dungeons and caves seeking adventure. They went on perilous quests and fought dangerous monsters like dragons and demons. She never did finish reading me all the stories. When I went to try and track down the books, I was met with a brick wall. No results searching online, nobody I asked ever remembered them, but those stories never left me. Reality is dull. It has its moments, but what I admired about Hayley's adventures was the worlds she traversed with Jess. Their bond was inseparable. It made me feel like I had friends in that world. The part of the search that was so important to me was to find the author. She was my hero and an inspiration not only in my creative endeavors but also to my imagination. I feel like most kids kind of just lose interest in fantastical realms and magic as they grow up. I never did, though I had experienced countless amazing worlds and characters since, from games like Life is Strange, shows like The Owl House, movies like Labyrinth, and books like Alice in Wonderland, but nothing ever stuck with me quite as much as the Adventures of Hayley Stardust series. The thing I remember most was the cover of the first book. It was emerald with a red spine. A castle ascended in the air above a mountain with an eye at the center. Two girls stood at the bottom. One had what appeared to be a sword, but upon a closer examination was a giant pen along with a shield and armor. The other wore a tunic and wielded a bow alongside a spear, which was also a large pen. A massive human-like shade surrounds the skyline behind the castle, its hand wrapping around the outer two of the three towers. Its fiery orange eyes pulsed near the top. A dragon, a wolf, and a lion perched atop the castle towers, looming overhead. The most striking feature was a sparkling meteor that shined through the center of the shade. It was a simply mesmerizing cover. Mom stopped reading the books to me when I was about 7. I asked her about it, but she would always say I was misremembering some other fairy tale. Something was off about her too. In the later years she was always so distant. I felt like I never got back the vibrant and joyous mother from my youth. Dad often kept things in check. Mom did a lot to keep things running too, though, and as a team they seemed unstoppable. They were always really busy with work and their lives. So mine was one of fantasies. Playing outside, adventuring in the forests around our house, wandering the neighborhood on adventure. Those days are long gone. I still cling to those warm memories, hoping to keep the flames of creativity and inspiration alive in my stories. But sometimes reality is stranger than fiction. I wanted answers to my burning mysteries, and the truth was certainly out there. It all began the day I met Kate. That day fantasy and reality started becoming one.